want that one? No? Yeah. Good morning. This is Scott with Second and One Canine Life Coaching. I want to discuss something with you today, and I discuss it a lot, except we're going to put a twist on it. Thank you, Hunter. These guys rely on me to help them guide through their play groups and feel safe and engage and interact. Well, guess what? I'm upset today. And how can I be upset when I'm surrounded by dogs? Because I have outside influences. Queenie's in the shop yet again. It hasn't even been 2 months and she's back in the shop. I get here, I get a rude dog walker parked by Barney's house. I parked in front of somebody's driveway. They got mad at me. Yeah, I can get over those things. But here's something else I want to discuss. Play is a de-stressor for the dogs. Not just for the dogs, but it's a natural emotional, primary emotional system. I'm upset, so I'm gonna slur my words. You feel better, Hunter? I can feel the tension in my shoulders. My breathing's a little hard. So what I need is not just to make sure these guys are all safe, but I trust these guys enough that if I ask for something, I'm more likely to get it. Can we cuddle? Barney, can we cuddle? What do you got, Hunter? Wiley, can we cuddle? No? I need care, but these guys won't give it to me because of routine. You missed. Thank you, Barney. Come here. Come here. So you know what else I can do? I can engage their way to make me feel better. I do have some pent-up frustrations. Just like when these guys are out here going to the bathroom, being stuck in the car. I don't know if they actually got to go to the bathroom in the morning. They're all de-stressing. Go find it, Wiley. I'll be right back. Come on, Wiley. Sorry. Leave it, Barney. Let's go. You got it, Wiley? Barney, out. You got it, Wiley? Come on, Barney. So, back to what I was saying. Since I'm not going to get care from these guys, and I'm not feeling the greatest of moods, I've got some tension built up. Just like when I come out here, I let these guys de-stress before we start to cuddle and do those other things. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to play just as rough. When you have frustrations, it is okay to play rough. That's when you see the play fighting with people. You see that little bickering that's fun, that little flirting. Yeah. It's not going to take away all your frustration, but it helps you de-stress. Having frustrations, it's got to go somewhere else. This is what your brain will do. When you're frustrated, you've got to let it out somewhere. That's why we always discuss, have a friend that you can discuss it with. When you're still in a positive emotional system, even though I'm not feeling great, I'm being positive, I'm being social. Being in the moment is letting it go a little bit and being in front of you. Helping with these. Helping with your kids, your spouse. Not taking care of them and feeling like you have to do everything for them. But letting them feel safe. These guys are helping me feel safe. They're not doing anything wrong. I can always sit there and anticipate and go through anxiety about things that are bothering me and what's going on around us. And I can think about, you ready, Wiley? Last one. Barney, leave it alone. Give it to me. 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 Oh, you tricked me. Oh, yeah, what's this? Everybody's allowed to de-stress, so are you. Everybody's allowed to play rough, so are you. Just because you have a prefrontal cortex, Barney, thank you, doesn't mean you can't be in tune with your emotional systems. You're feeling upset. Feel it. Dan Siegel discusses, when you discuss, once you say what that thing is that's bothering you, how you feel, what's wrong? I'm scared. An enzyme drops into from your upper brain to your lower brain to help you reduce that stress. Well, what are you afraid of? What makes you scared? I'm upset. I'm actually feeling a little bit better because I got to name what was bothering me. I got to vent. I'm not going to hold it in. The stress is already there. It's going to happen. Queenie's in the shop. I don't know what it's going to cost. I don't know what my bank account says. I don't know if I can fully cover it. I mostly can, or I wouldn't have it in the shop. I don't know what's wrong. I named it. Name it to tame it. A lot of psychologists are using this as well for kids because it helps them understand their lower emotions so they don't flip their lid. When you flip your lid, it's not your emotional systems going crazy. It's them overpowering and then your brain saying, I can't take it. That's the hand-brain model. Once you're able to do that, you can go, all right, I'm going to get upset. Why am I upset? Now your prefrontal cortex is figuring it out. I'm upset because the ambulance, because of my house. I've got things I got to do. I'm going to go see Wallaby, which gets stressed out pretty quickly. I got to help her feel safe. Thank you. Thank you. Good job. Now that I'm feeling a little bit better, I can be more engaged in the moment with these guys. Huh, Hunter? Nice try, mister. Hunter, where's your ball? Now that I'm feeling better and I'm engaged, my emotional systems are going, my brain is now actually going to go, okay, you de-stressed a little bit. You can calm down. I'm going to release some oxytocins for you. Pretty much the moment you start to feel better, oxytocin is released. Oxytocin is going to help you feel more confident in the situation. Help you build relationships, because that's what it does. Oxytocin can also make you feel defensive with outsiders. So if I have another dog coming out or somebody else coming up, I'm going to be a little more defensive as far as I'm going to be more protective of my group. Okay, this is for real. Last one. Yeah. Can I have it? Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Oh, I got it. Ooh, nice catch. Oh, you caught that one. Did you want one too? Did you want one too? Yeah. Give it to me. Okay, this. I already said it. Last one. We're done. See, if I don't calm myself down, look what happens. I see you, Hunter. You okay? You want to cuddle? All right. Go potty, Wiley. Barney, leave it alone. Good, leave it, Wiley. Thank you, Barney. Hunter, you ready? Good boy, Wiley. I got your butt. Smacked him right on the ass. So as I'm starting to feel better, because I mentioned what I wanted, my stuff that was all messed up in my head, what caused me to be upset. I'm not feeling perfect. I'm not all happy-go-lucky. But through habituation of the routine I know these guys are doing, thank you, Hunter, I can feel confident because oxytocin's released, right? We can relax. Once oxytocin's released, you're more social. You want to cuddle? Come here. Thank you. You feel more comfortable. Barney. Hunter. Out. Thank you. You start to notice the better behaviors that are happening with the dogs. They both left it alone. They both wanted it, but they both left it. Why do they want it? I don't know. Water, perhaps. Attention. Thank you. That's it. We're done. This was Hunter's. All right, Hunter, you want to cuddle? Out. Thank you, Hunter. Over here. You want to cuddle? Yes. Barney. Thank you. Out, Barney. Thank you. Over here. Come here. So now I'm releasing oxytocins in all of us. They already had the oxytocins, but now they're starting to feel better by getting comforted. We already did the de-stressing. Barney, you're going to get Hunter's attention. Hunter, thank you. Now, not all the stress is not out of my system yet, but I'm feeling better. By discussing and venting. Being frustrated is a part of life. You have that emotional system for that. You have that capabilities of holding everything in until your brain says, I can't take this anymore, and you lash out. You get your road rage. You get your venting on Facebook. You get your social media. You start finding things that are negative. Your brain has natural ways to de-stress. Let's not forget that. Venting, because we're verbal, is easy for us. Their venting is going to be acting out, playing too rough, chewing on a leash to get out of the situation. But either way, they're still seeking attention. Us venting on Facebook, us yelling on... road rage is not seeking attention, it's seeking negative attention, but it makes you feel better in the end, ideally. But when you're venting, you're yelling at a friend, then it's usually a friend, because you're not going to yell at strangers because you might get your ass kicked. But when you're handling situations, like, I'll get you. I got you. Ooh, look at those legs. I gotta get you. That burst of energy. I get you. Play is important for de-stressing. Hunter. Hunter, come. Yeah. See how they're a lot easier to listen? See how they like to listen a little bit better? I'm venting, believe it or not. Even though I'm playing, showing good behaviors. Thank you. Wiley's the only one that's not engaging like that. I get you, Wiley. I get you. I got you. Get you. Give it to me. Give it to me. That burst of energy. Why running works so well when you're stressed? Because your body's flowing and keeping that going. You're monitoring and you're keeping your heart rate going, Barney. You're able to clear what's going on and focus on what's going on right in front of you. That's why running is so good and highly recommended. So is singing. Because you're letting you're focusing on what your body's doing. You're letting your brain take control of everything else. Not your prefrontal cortex, but your emotional systems. All right, you guys ready to go get some water? I'm stuck. So anyways, this is Scott with Second and No One Canine Life Coaching saying, take care of your needs as well. The same emotional systems that are in these guys, good boy Barney, and all three of these, same ones that's in your brain too, in my brain. Should we go get Hunter? Should we go get him? Should we go get him? Don't neglect your emotional systems. When your brain says, I need a vent, you should do it. You don't have to wait for a vacation. You don't have to wait for the weekend. This is Monday morning. This is my first group. This all happened on Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. I don't know how long this is going on for, but I need to take care of myself in the moment as soon as I can. If not, I can get ulcers. I can have chronic stress. I keep building it up and building it up and building it up till my brain says the rest of my body needs to shut down the unnecessary functions and I will get sick. Robert Sapolsky. Why zebras don't have ulcers. Your brain has ways to heal in the moment, not a week later. Oh, sorry, Hunter. Barney. So take care of your needs as well. Play. Vent. See how you feel afterwards. Again, I'll quote my analogy. Roller coasters. All that stress built up, plateau, dropped, feel better, da-da-da-da. That's a release for your brain. You just imagine those ups and downs in a moment, in what, 3 minutes? How quickly your body does that. You see him, Hunter? Thank you, Barney. Thank you, Wiley. Good, leave it, Hunter. So that's it. I'm only keeping the camera rolling because I got dogs up there barking. I don't know if you can hear them. So, take care of yourself. Use the same emotional systems dogs have. Seeking is going to help you survive. Rage can help you survive by fighting off enemies, things, threats to you. Fear, learning to run away from things that you can't fight. Care, emotional relaxation, calming. Last one, we're going to cuddle. Cuddling, comfort, talking, being there with somebody. That's all care. That's been scientifically proven to help. You get lust and you get panic grief. I mean, lust is basically being horny, fulfilling that need. Then you get panic grief, the separation, where it's a negative emotional system, but when you freak out, you're still seeking help and comfort so you can get into your care system, so you can be taken care of. That's why babies cry out for their mothers, and they come and meet and take care of that, and the oxytocin gets released, you're back into the care system. Once you start to feel better and you're with somebody you trust long enough, you'll play. When you play, your de-stressing, cognitive function rebuilds, continues on. Your ability to learn goes quicker. Your social, your brain lights up with rewards. Effective neuroscience and social neuroscience, all of us being together, how these guys, I feel safe with these guys to vent, so I can make this video for you guys. Take care of your emotional needs. Your brain will tell you when you can. Your prefrontal cortex will tell you just wait a little bit until we get to a safe spot. You get to that safe spot, that's your seeking system telling your prefrontal cortex to relax. We'll take care of this. When you find pleasure or rewards in stressful situations or adverse situations, that's also your seeking system. It just never stops. Okay, we're gonna go. So this is Scott with Second and No One Canine Life Coaching, dealing with my emotional systems through stress. Have a good